Whoa! Look at that!
There's a big fish.
You guys ever set up flip bobbers?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
Good one.
Need the net?
Yeah.
Nice, Jeff. And it's amazing to me how many different species of fish you can catch in each and every lake. What do you got there?
Largemouth. That's a nice walleye.
Pike.
Ooh.
Crappie. And the method, keep it simple, stupid. Well, Jeff, I am gonna launch you.
On today's Good Fishing, we begin with Nate Berg of my staff and Wisconsin guide Jeff Evans meeting at one of many lakes in northwestern Wisconsin.
What we like to do is go back to the basics.
The hook and bobber.
Absolutely.
It's located in the Superior Ashland-Hayward Triangle, hundreds and hundreds of pristine glacial lakes, just loaded with a variety of different game fish species. I consider this area one of the most overlooked fishing destinations in all of the upper Midwest. But highlighting a great where-to multi-species fishing location wasn't the only reason I put Nate and Jeff together last year. The challenge I set before them was to tackle a typical lake during the difficult summer period and demonstrate some simple techniques that anyone can use to catch lots of fish of different kinds in a very short period of time.
Now, what's all in this lake, Jeff?
We've basically got about everything Wisconsin has to offer here. We've got good panfish in here, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. We've got walleyes, muskies, northern pike. This time of year, it's kind of what you want to do is get on a body of water that gives you a lot of options because these fish have a lot of opportunities to eat right now. Yeah. We're in that transition of summer. All of the fry from the spring have basically hatched. All these fish have to do is really swim through the water with their mouth open and they're going to be full. So what we just need to do is find the bite that's going on. And we don't know right now if it's going to be smallmouth or panfish or walleyes. We're just going to start fishing and we're going to keep it simple, not get too complicated and let the fish tell us what the bite's going to be today.
Let's try to catch as many species as possible because you know me. I like everything.
You're on.
I like everything.
They find suspended fish on the edge of a large sand structure.
Suspended at about 10 feet, Nate.
And go with the twofold approach. Slip bobbers on one rod and casting jigs and working them down the break on the other.
I get asked a lot what my favorite color jig is. As you can see, that's my favorite color.
The key to both techniques is live bait, sucker minnows, leeches, or crawlers.
We got some slip bobbers out there with leeches. I'm at about 11 feet, he's at about 12 feet, and then we're going to be throwing jigs off the bottom with sucker minnows. One way or another, we are going to find these fish and we're going to catch them. Your bobber's going, you got a fish on there. There you go.
Here we are. There's a better fish. See this one boil behind him?
Yeah. How about I get that bobber in there?
Largemouth.
Largemouth. There he goes.
There you go.
Got him. That's a nice fish.
Got a good one on there, bud?
Yeah.
Nice smallie.
Seen that one surface.
Yeah.
Good eye, Jeff. Ooh, that's a nice fish.
Good fish.
Good fishy. Jump.
Yeah.
There you go, good job. What was he, about 15? Something like that. Nice fish though, a lot of fun. Nice find here, Jeff. On this rig, it's just your basic slip bobber rig with a really big split shot on it. I like to have the crawler just kind of free fall, so you get about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of line. Then with your crawler, I'm using a number 6 long shank hook, and then I just weave the crawler on to cover up that whole hook. Just very, very simple, but very, very effective.
I think we got one going here, bud.
Sucker minnow.
Yeah, I just cast it back up on that break.
So now we've caught them on leeches, and now a sucker minnow.
Another smallie.
Net job or?
I think I can get this one. It's a nice fat fish, but nothing we can't handle. You know, and I guess this is just a testament to what we were talking about earlier, Nate. The bite is definitely on a lot of different stuff. Sucker minnows, worms, night crawlers, leeches.
And the method, keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid is right. I'll show you here what we got. It doesn't get any simpler than this. A plain lead head jig, a 16th ounce jig, and a sucker minnow was all we caught that fish on.
There's a bite.
All right, buddy. Show me what you're made of.
Fish on. This one was on a crawler.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, nice smallie, Jeff.
I'm coming.
This water is so beautiful in here. It's so clear. Man, that's a nice tanker.
It's a good one, bud.
There's a good one. Nice,
job.
Jeff.
Nice job.
I don't care how I catch them, man, you know? And I think too many people get caught up in trying to catch them a certain way.
There she goes.
You got one?
Well.
See ya, buddy.
Yeah, good one.
You need the net?
Yep. Gonna need a little hand there. Hey! Thank you, Mr. Berg.
How'd that work out?
Well, and that was a more serious deal. That bobber went right down. And that was on the leech.
Right in the lip. That's so much fun.
So we're going night crawler to sucker minnow to leech, back to leech to sucker minnow to night crawler. I hope you're getting the gist here, folks. Keep changing it up, but keep it simple. Nice smallie.
Continuing now in northwest Wisconsin, in an attempt to catch a variety of different fish species along the deep weed line, BWP staffer Nate Berg and pro guide Jeff Evans switched to a simple crawler harness rig.
I'm getting bite already, Jeff. Just started and I got a bite already.
We're out off of that point, dropping from 15 to 18 feet in those deep weeds. And if Mr. Berg would give me a chance to get my bait in the water.
That's a pike. But, you know, we went from a stationary method of bobbers to starting to move, and look, we're getting bites.
Flash, vibration, and the ability to vary the depth and speed of presentation with a juicy night crawler is always a great bet in summer.
Where there's pike, there's walleyes.
What's happening today is kind of a classic midsummer, what we've been talking about. We had a nice morning bite. We get in a spot and then it was bang, bang, bang as quick as you could get the bobbers in the water. And then it was like a light switch right around noon. Everything shut down.
You gotta be willing to change it up. If you're not willing to change it up, the fish are gonna beat you. And another very simple method. All we got on is a crawler harness. I have a gold spinner, he has a silver one. I'm using a half a crawler right now. He's using a full and blowing it up.
What we're doing is we're following every contour of this weed line. And what this allows us to do is get these baits right on top of those fish.
But it is a simple method. It truly is. You feel a bite, you drop back and you set the hook. Fish on.
Came through quite a pot of fish there and
I got a fish on.
Double.
You got a pretty nice pike there. Look at that. Well, that's an interesting double. One technique, two species. Look at all the fish right here.
This is loaded with fish.
That's walleyes. Fish on. The way we're fishing here with these crawler harnesses is definitely a find 'em method. I mean, we're finding active fish.
And anywhere you go, that's a nice walleye. And here we are again on our weed line.
Man, it's amazing to me how many different species of fish you can catch in each and every lake.
The key to maximizing multi-species summer opportunities is not getting stuck on one spot or one technique for that matter. Keep moving to find active fish and, like these guys said earlier, experimenting to find out what the fish want. That's called pattern fishing.
Off deep woods dry to the touch.
And during the heat of summer, strategic spots along structure, thick weed edges, and a stationary presentation with live bait is always tough to beat.
Be a big old boy.
I think we're gonna need the net.
Okay, well, you take your time with him. I'll get the net.
Actually, Nate, I can probably get this guy.
You sure?
Yeah,
What do you got there?
largemouth.
Nice fat fish.
Not a bad way to start this spot off. We just moved into a weed spot where the wind kind of picked up a little bit.
I got another one of them nice bluegills, Jeff.
Nate's got another nice bluegill on. And these weed beds are just, I mean, it's like an aquarium down there. We've seen bluegills, walleyes, largemouth, smallmouth, pike.
Nice big bluegill. Look at that one, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
These lakes really are diverse, aren't they?
Yeah, you have so many different species that you can target. And
You have got one heck of a lake here.
all right, Nate, there goes my bobber. Just set the hook.
There was my
Nate.
fish on. There's a good one.
Nice bass.
That's a real good one.
What we did we had the wind pick up on us a little bit. So we decided to move into a weed bed close to shore where that wind was pushing the bait fish up in. We found a bunch of bluegills up here. And look at what's chasing those bluegills.
That's your second bite in what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. I mean,
And
obviously.
that's the second beautiful bass. There, I'm down.
There goes Nate.
This is crazy how many that are here. Got him.
There you go, Nate. Get him up out of those weeds, buddy.
That's a nice fish. This is a good fish, Jeff. He's got me down in the weeds. He gets down in the weeds, even with these light rods, you gotta keep the pressure on him. Keep that rod bent. You gotta keep him hooked. Oh,
It's a dandy. This is what we talked about catching moving into this spot.
look at that. Jeff!
Excellent.
Look at that.
Nice job, Nate. That's a beauty.
Look at that. Walleyes, smallmouth, largemouth, big bluegills, pike.
But again, though, Nate, our objective was to catch fish.
Exactly.
It wasn't we're gonna do walleyes. It wasn't we're gonna do smallmouth or largemouth or pike. It was we're gonna go out and catch fish.
And we've caught several different species.
I think the reason we're doing so well is at this time of year you have to keep an open mind.
Absolutely.
If you go out just stuck on I'm gonna walleye fish, I'm gonna smallmouth fish, I mean you may get a few fish or you may get flurries this time of year, but as we've seen, if you're willing to change up, you're gonna put more fish in the boat. Not a bad way to spend a hot summer day, huh, Mr. Berg?
What a great day. What a great day.
Sharing an overlooked angling hotspot in northwest Wisconsin for all of you to consider visiting? Check. Demonstrating a few simple summer fishing techniques for catching smallmouth, largemouth bass, pike, walleye, and panfish? I'll check that off of my list of goals for today too.
All right, guys, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's rock.
But I had another good reason for sending Wisconsin native Nate Berg back to his home state last summer.
We're gonna catch some fish. Let's do it.
Sweet.
It was to meet with two college students, take them out fishing, and learn all about a terrific program being offered at the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. It's called the UW Eau Claire Rod and Gun Club, which is part of a broad effort at the Environmentalist Center on campus. And as you're about to see, it provides opportunities to keep students connected to their outdoor roots while away from home during often stressful college years.
We're an environmentalist center on campus. We've been here about 30 years, and we introduce our student and faculty to the outdoors. We have a lot of student organizations that operate out of this complex, including the Student Rod and Gun Club.
You guys ever set up slip bobbers?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. See the weeds in front of us? Cast right along the sides of them. Get ready, they hit fairly fast.
Well, essentially what the Rod and Gun Club is
Fish on, guys.
it's an organization of students who really enjoy the outdoors
This is a nice fish, guys.
and either want people to do it with or they want to learn how to do it.
Get him, get him. There you go, nice
There it
job.
is. Look at that. What a beautiful fish.
How big do they get in this lake, Nate?
Biggest smallmouth I've caught here has been 5 pounds, but I've heard reports of 6 and 7s. I've never seen one.
Well, I know where we're planning our next club event.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a fish.
Smallie.
Yeah, I think so.
So how often do you guys get together as a group in college to do trips or neat things around the college?
Well, every weekend it seems like a couple of us have a couple of spare hours throughout the day.
I love these ultralights.
They're fun, aren't
They're
they?
so much fun.
So we like to take a break from homework and do a little fishing. We got more lakes than I can count around the Eau Claire area.
There we go.
And once you get some of those dialed in and figure out where the fish are, it's fun to go out with a couple of guys for an
You got a
afternoon.
bite.
And
Front bobber. Get him.
And I think that's the reason why our Rod and Gun Club is so popular, is because we have all those things.
hey!
There we go.
Good job.
And people want to take advantage of them. Whether or not they know how, it doesn't matter because someone there does.
Look at that. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. You know, when you come to college, you miss out on all those opportunities that you have to go fishing with your family.
There, I got one.
But if you have a club with a bunch of other people that like doing the same stuff you do, it opens up all kinds of doors.
Big ol' crappie.
Ooh.
Yep, we're gonna need a net for this guy. Big old crappie.
Ah,
Oh!
nice job, Nate.
Jeez.
Look at that. We got guys who have boats, we got guys who like to ice fish, we got guys who like to duck hunt, And when you can pool all your resources together, you can make stuff happen every now and then.
So if you want to get into something like this, or duck hunting or bow fishing, there's someone there, at least someone there to teach you the basics.
I think it's an absolutely wonderful idea, and it was a pleasure.
Coming up, a quick, unique treat that everyone is going to love, colorful fish pizza.
The Great Taste from Chris's Kitchen, brought to you by the Great Taste of Johnsonville Sausage.
Who doesn't just love a great pizza? Well, you're not going to believe what an awesome one you can make with fish. That's right, and here is how it's done. Okay, I've got 8 ounces of cream cheese softened. I'm adding a little bit of lemon juice, lemon zest, some pepper to taste, and cocktail sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this up. I've pre-baked the crust because you want to allow it enough time to cool before you put the cream cheese on, otherwise the cream cheese will just melt. This is easy. Cooked fish, flaked. I like green onions, red peppers, fresh dill, and fresh spinach. And I love black olives. You can put green, black, whatever you'd like. Now, doesn't that just look the best? Trust me when I say this colorful fish pizza is going to be one of the best tasting and healthiest pizzas you've ever had. So be sure to give it a try. I'm Chris Winkelman.
You know, I hope the hard work and example of the UW-Eau Claire Rod and Gun Club sparked interest in some of you out there to consider starting a similar program in your own area. It's a great model, capable of being duplicated wherever people with passion and enthusiasm for the cause are found.
For all of those of you out there who are looking to maybe start a club like this or who are interested in the outdoors, get a group of friends together and start it, because it is a grassroots effort. That's how we built our club, and that's how you can build yours as well.
I'm very excited to see the rod and gun side of the program grow at other universities. Students that come to school, you know, they grow up in their hometown hunting and fishing their entire lives. They come to school, they're in a whole new environment where they just don't know that there are opportunities like that exist. So seeing these student rod and gun clubs grow at college campuses is opening up more access for the students, you know, around the country to participate in those activities.
There's a fish.
You know, it's just exciting to see students getting involved with the outdoors, because we know that if this young population, this demographic doesn't get involved and are active in helping preserving the land and fighting for our public lands, it may get harder for access to all of those type of things in the future. So we need to continue to educate our students here on those possibilities.
For any school that doesn't have a college rod and gun club or access to the shooting sports, fishing, and so forth, I would do it in collaboration with existing organizations that are close by, so that you have this huge collaboration or support base when you start something like that out. You have lots of friends within the community that actually would love to see this happen. And I think everything will fall in place, you know, especially if you bring along a lot of passion and enthusiasm for what we're talking about.
That's right, my friends, passion and enthusiasm. My hat's off to everyone at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire for recognizing the value in nurturing our young people's cravings for outdoor activities. And I do sincerely hope that your example will be copied by other students, faculty, and university administrations all around the country. I'm Babe Winkelman, and thanks for watching. Until next time, everybody, hey, good fishing.